I became interested in playing the guitar around 50 years ago. You know, back when the Beatles were around, I was able to talk my parents into getting me a guitar. And since that time, I've purchased more than I can think of instructional programs and books. And I bought all kinds of music books thinking that that was the method to learn. Unfortunately, though, all it taught me was how to put my fingers on the fretboard to form that chord. It didn't teach me things such as timing and rhythm, which I know is a weakness of mine. And I think that was one of the reasons that I was never able to move forward. Jumping to today, it's one of the things that Dice has noticed from the first lesson, that there are some very basic skills that I needed to learn about and perfect. I became frustrated though, because here I was 6 months, a year into it, and all I was doing was playing one note at a time or playing some old song that I think my great-grandparents knew during the Civil War. And I was able to teach myself some tabs, but they really didn't amount to anything because all I can do is play a riff in isolation, which really meant very little because I could not play a song. I can just play a very small part of that song. I thought I could teach myself how to play the guitar. Unfortunately, I was wrong because at best, all I can do is play some chords and play some tabs for familiar songs. Now, about a year and a half ago, I got in touch with Dice and I saw him about taking some lessons. The first thing he told me was that I should always be playing along with music. This was earth-shattering to me because I'd never done that. For 50 years or so, I'd try to play a song from a book without any music, without anybody there. That was my style, and I was stunted just by that technique. From there we moved on to the pentatonic scale and the major scales, and now, lo and behold, I was able to play along with backing tracks. And this was my first time in my life I felt that I could actually play the guitar. Jumping to today, once Dice got me onto playing the pentatonic scales, I was able to do what I had been striving for all those years, which was do a lead based on the music that I was listening to. And suddenly, this whole new world opened up to me because with the backing tracks that Dice hooked me up with, I was able to try to play, and did in fact, play leads to different melodies. And that's where I think I made the greatest progress in my lessons with Dice. He's a great guitarist, a great instructor, but he's also very approachable. I never have to feel nervous or inhibited about asking him any questions because he's always able to pinpoint the right answer and technique to use to bring me to another level of guitar playing.